Hello everybody. Turn right. I am at the cemetery. I just left. I'm actually at the cemetery. I lost a friend, and they just finished the burial, and everyone is leaving. I already left, and then it just hit me that a lot of us tend to forget that this life is too short. So I had to come back and do this video. Okay, I wanted to come back and do this video and take this shot of the cemetery, just to remind some of us who have forgotten that life is extremely too short. Okay, life is really too short. We go about things and we forget that this life is just like a fleeting breath. It's absolutely such a very short life that we have here. And so I felt like relating with us about life, and bringing to our attention that whatever we are doing, it is important that we recognize the fact that life is too short. It is too short. It may look to you like 60 years is a lot of time, 70 years is a lot of time. No. It is damn too short. And once you just take your last breath, that is it. Once you take your last breath, it's over. It is over. I'm gonna put this thing back here and continue talking to you. But you know what? Basically, what I want you to know is that this life is too short, and whatever you're doing, you need to factor that in. This was a friend of mine. He left some kids behind. Those are the ones that break my heart. Okay. I mean, he was ill, and then he did the most he could, or he lost the battle. But the point here is that a lot of us go on in life like there's no tomorrow. I've been expressing my intention to contest for elections back home in Nigeria, and a lot of people, the first thing they tell me is, Chidi, you know how dangerous it is. You know how these people are very mean. You know how very wicked people are, and you know what they are able to do. But I keep telling them, listen, we're all still gonna die. Everybody is telling me to just be afraid, or just be careful. Yes, I'm gonna be careful, but if you allow the fear of death to cripple you, then there is nothing you will be able to ever do in this life. Okay, this life is so short, and but you cannot allow the fear of death to cripple you. The important thing for you to do is to live a good life. You must live a good life. If you live a good life, and if you live a good life, trust me, there is nothing to be afraid of. We are still all gonna die. No matter what happens, we are all still gonna die. The important thing is how you live your life. If you live your life recognizing that it's a very short life that we have, then you're not afraid of living a life.
Yeah, hey, that guy, I know. I can't even believe he's gone.
I know.
A good guy,
Joy. Felix, I know.
Good guy.
Easy going. He's very funny. That's the thing. Felix is just too funny. He's very unserious guy. He doesn't take life as serious. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't take life serious.
The last person that should just go.
Just die like that. But he fought, and then what else? No, he didn't. He didn't. Like, it took me a long time before I knew anything was wrong. I would come. He would still cry.
yesterday.
No, I didn't even know about the wakekeeping yesterday. It's today that I know.
Didn't want to bother anybody.
No, he didn't bother
There was
anybody.
no nation.
No, he didn't.
Eat and drink. Want to eat and drink.
He didn't just want. I know.
Oh.
I know.
Your wife, young wife.
I know.
Young
The kids. It's the kids that are just that just breaks my heart.
I don't know why people are fighting in this world,
That I'm actually live now, and I'm talking about that. That's what I'm saying.
Because life is so short.
Hold on. Can you say something? No, come on. No. It's okay.
Something on live TV when I have makeup.
Yeah. I understand, Joy. It's just so pathetic. People should understand that life is just too short. It's too short. People, bear grudges or go around carrying this shoulder like you own the world. You don't own the world. Nobody owns the world. I will. And thank you so much, Joy. Thank you. Guys, it's such a painful thing. Like you all heard, this guy was a very good friend of mine. He's very easygoing.
Turn left ahead.
He left some very, very young kids, and that's just what breaks my heart. But the key word here is that you gotta live your life like there is no tomorrow. Okay, don't go puffing off your shoulders and telling people that you can deal with them. I mean, the people that tell me to be careful, the people that tell me, hey Chidi, these guys can do this to you, they are warning me about people who already think that they own the world. People who tell people that they can do and undo, they will deal with you, they will kill you. Okay, so I'm warning these people who do these things. When you finish, where will you self be? Do you have this thing that makes you think you're gonna live forever? You're not gonna live forever. No way. You too. Your life is just as fragile as anybody's life. And so I just want us to go about our life, be sincere in what you do, be truthful, live a clean life as much as possible. Don't keep malice with people. And what's gonna be is gonna be. We all will eventually die. Don't let anybody threaten you with death, because they too will die someday. The thing there is to just go about life, do the best you can, but don't let the fear of death cripple you. Don't let anybody cripple you with the fear of death. That's the main thing I want people to know. Do what you want to do. Love people, but don't let anybody cripple you with the talk about death. I hear that all the time. People want me to make my decisions based on based on an action that somebody's gonna take on me, because they think they possess some power or authority, or like they own this world. But when you visit a cemetery like this, when you go to a funeral, it kind of, that's why the Bible talks about it is better to go to a house of mourning, because when you go there, it kind of draws you closer to the reality of life, and that this life is just the reality of life and the reality of death. It brings you very, very close to all of those. Felix is gone, man. So sad. So sad. So sad. But you know what? We're not gonna stop. We're gonna do the best we can. We're gonna put in our best. We're gonna use the talent. We're gonna use the life that God has given us to serve humanity and to do the best that we can. All right. Love yourself, and together we're going to take it back to 2019. Yes. I'm not going to be afraid. You see, most people just keep asking me, hey, Chidi, be careful. And I'm like, in as much as nobody wants to die right now, but everybody is going to die eventually. Okay? We are going to die. one of my friends was saying, Chidi, are you going to Nigeria? Are you not afraid? And I asked him, when you traveled the last time, what did you use? He told me he flew. And I said, don't you know that there's been airplane accidents? Don't you know that there's been plane crashes? He said, yes, there've been plane crashes. And I said, and you still fly when you use an airplane? He said, well, you know what, it's true, Chidi. I said, don't you know there are accidents on the highway and you still drive your car on the highway? I mean, things continue to happen. Bad things, death comes to the rich, the poor, the good, the bad. Everybody eventually dies, okay? So don't mind people who think the authority of life and death is in their hands. They determine who lives and who dies. Nobody gave them that kind of power. Anything that happens, God allows it to happen. If I'm destined to die, after I've done the most I can, after I've lived in peace with all men as much as I can, after I have just done my best, there is nothing else you can do. The Bible says, having done all things, to just stand. That's all you can do. You can only just stand. There is nothing else you can do. What will be, will be. That will come when God has allowed it to come. If it is not your time, it doesn't matter what anybody plans for you. It doesn't matter what anybody concocts against you. Nothing will happen to you. Nobody has the power to kill you. They cannot kill you because they didn't create you. They didn't make you. You can only kill someone when you have the ability to create life. But they cannot even create an amoeba, a small organism. You're not able to create it, and you think you have the power to take somebody's life. That's not gonna happen. I just had to do this video and to especially encourage those in the Take It Back movement who are afraid, because of the intimidation that is going on in our country, because of threats of death, threats of kidnapping, threats of this and that all over the place. You don't have to. It is your right to defend what you believe in. It is your right to exercise the rights that are being provided for you in the constitution of our country, and you have to do that without fear, because those people who want to intimidate you, all they're doing is to just rob you of your God-given right. They just want to rob you of that right, and they go ahead and exercise the same right. Okay, so don't let it happen. All right, I'm gonna go off right now, but you pause and think about your life and make sure that just do a quick check and make sure that everything around you is okay. Make sure you're living a good life. Make sure you don't have skeletons in your cupboard. If you are not living right, if you have malice with people, I think you should try to make up with them. If you are planning evil against people, I think you should retrace your steps. Okay? If you are planning evil against me, I want you to go and find another job, because he who is with me is greater than those who are. Sorry about that. I had a call coming and it cut my broadcast. All right, guys. I just wanted to share this moment with you. It's a sad day, but I'm gonna get over it. We're all his friends are gonna get over it. And what's important is what we do with the life that God has given us. What you do with right now. Nobody has promised you tomorrow. You could wake up and you could actually go to bed and you don't wake up tomorrow. So the important thing is what you do right now with the life that God has given you. All right, guys, take care of yourself. Take it back. Be good. And then let's get ready to take 2019 back, and let's all do the right thing. Chidi here, signing out from Toronto. Bye-bye.